starting lineups.
Tonight's starting lineups, as always, brought to you by Hardee's in Cassville. And 6'1", 175-pound senior. In the backfield, he'll have Brent Tiemann, a 5'8", 165-pound junior. And tentatively, right now, we are assuming Mark Gardner will get the start of tonight's ball game. He's a 5'9", 175-pound senior, a second-team All-State performer a year ago. The wingback is Tim Campbell, a 6'2", 220-pound senior. The split end, Scott Rice, a 6'1", 160-pound senior. The tight end is Jared Jeffries, a 6'4", 185-pound senior. The offensive line at center, Eddie Williams, a 6'1", 210-pound senior. The guards, there are a couple of good ones. Brian O'Sullivan, a 5'11", 210-pound junior, and Chet Parker, a 6'7", 205-pound senior. The tackles, at left tackle, Andy Van Gilder, a 6'3", 250-pound junior, and the right tackle is Tyler Timmons, a 5'10", 210-pound junior. So their offensive line averages somewhere around the 215 range. They are very big and strong up front. The starting defense for the Wildcats tonight by Shannon Haddock, a 5'7", 140-pound junior, and the safety is Albert Battelle, a 6', 160-pound senior. And Sammy, looking over the starting lineups for Lamar, it is amazing to look how big and strong they are up front. They average about 215 pounds across the front. Then you look at their receivers. Their wingback 6'2", their wide receiver is 6'1", and their tight end is 6'4", just like a year ago when they had huge receivers. Again, the Wildcats will be having to match up, and they will be undersized with their defensive backs because Chad Sturgill's 5'10", Shannon Haddock 5'7". Of course, Albert Battelle's 6 foot, but the corners really are undersized tonight.
Yeah, the offensive line, as you said, all averaging about 215 pounds. They all run right at the 6 foot mark or taller, so very big up front.
60-pound junior teeing it up on the 40-yard line. Shannon Haddock drops deep inside his own 10-yard line. He's joined by Boyle and Hill, who flank him on the right and left. Both teams are ready. And for the call of the first quarter, I'll turn it over to my partner.
Here in the first quarter, Masterson approaches the ball. The kick is away. A good long kick drives Haddock all the way back to the goal line. It goes over his head and into the end zone for a touchback. So the wind already playing a part in this one as Masterson booms it all the way into the end zone, and the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. They're on the right side by Albert Battelle. Haddock, the quarterback, to start the game for the Wildcats, pitches the ball into the hands of Howard Hill, trying to turn the right corner, still on his feet, breaks the tackle, gets it across the 25 out to about the 26-yard line. Nice job by Hill. It appeared he was going to be stopped back about the 21-22, but kicked loose a defender and was able to pick up an extra 3.
Sweep, pick up 6. We'll call it 2nd down and 4.
Haddock brings his team back to the line of scrimmage. I formation in the backfield. They give to the second man. This time it's Mike Jones. He's across the 26-yard line, struggling, trying to get out to the 30 and pick up a 1st down. He comes up a little bit short as they're going to spot him down at about the 28.5-yard line. Comes up about a yard and a half short. It'll be 3rd down and 2 to go now. For
the first quarter, as you mentioned in the pregame, Lamar has not been scored on in quarter number 1 this season.
Ross, a 5'10", 150-pound freshman, switching in and out with Hill and Jones this evening. They give on the sweep play into the hands, or check that, it was Haddock who kept it himself. He gets it out very close to the 30-yard line. The nose of the football touch.
Lines up is how those chains are. He's about 280-pound junior. He plugged that hole up, and that's what caused the Wildcats to be short on 3rd down.
So Zach Harris will drop back for the Tigers, awaiting the kick of Chris Stevens. Now Stevens will be forced to punt into that breeze. Oh, Tigers nearly jump off sides, hold their ground. Stevens gets the kick away. It's a good high kick fielded at the 36-yard line. Now it bounces and gets away from the Lamar Tiger player. It goes all the way back inside the 30. A nice coverage by the Wildcats as Zach Harris let the ball bounce. It looked like he was going to try and short hop it, and it took a funny kick away from him. Rolled all the way back. Marty brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. One receiver split out wide to the left side. I formation in the backfield. They give to the second man. That is Nathan Forrest. He takes it across the 30 out to the 31-yard line, picks up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
First play but only a gain of 2 brings up 2nd down and 8.
Now it'll be back to Tiemann and Gardner in the I formation. Gardner at the tailback position. Receiver split to the right side. They give the ball to Tiemann. Tiemann hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped for little or no gain. Nice play by the Wildcat defense. Tiemann trying to get around the left corner, could not do so. Ends up losing about a half a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down and a long 9.
Howard Hill, 8 for Lamar.
Again, Tiemann and Gardner in the backfield. Marty looking to throw on 3rd down, fires it over the head of the intended receiver. That was Tim Campbell. Falls incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down situation.
Have to punt it away.
They're lining up at the line of scrimmage as if to go for it, but Brett Marty is the punter as well as the quarterback. Now he drops back inside his own 20-yard line. Shannon Haddock awaits the kick back at his own 20. Snap is a good one. Marty gets away a high end-over-end kick. Haddock comes up, fields it at the 31-yard line, picks up a couple blocks. He's across the 35. He's across the 40, out near midfield before he's finally brought down. Nice return by Shannon Haddock. He gets it all the way out to the Cassville 48-yard line. And with 8:32 left to play here in the first quarter.
Steam made a very nice return of about 10 or 15 yards to give the Wildcats good starting field position.
Haddock still a quarterback. Boylan crossed the receivers. Backfield split. Haddock keeps it himself. Tries to go over the left tackle. Struggles out near the 50-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him forward progress right to midfield.
So they'll try to run the ball here in the first quarter and try to get the wind at their back and maybe throw a little bit more in quarter number 2.
Sturgill now to quarterback, gives on the misdirection play, now keeps it himself, rolls around, fires it down the sidelines, incomplete to Dustin Claus. Claus trying to make a diving reception.
But the pass sailed out of bounds, out of the reach of Claus. It brings up 3rd down and a long 8 to go for Cassville.
Again, it's Chad Sturgill to quarterback. Ross and Hill in the backfield. Sturgill rolling to the left side, looking down the sidelines. He's got Travis Ross. It's complete. Down at the Lamar 39-yard line, and that's good enough for a 1st down, the first down tonight for Cassville.
Pickup of 11 on the play, and you can really see Lamar Tiger territory.
Ross was actually heading for the sidelines, and he had to stop and come back to the ball. Did a good job coming back to his quarterback and picking up that pass that the wind had knocked down. Sturgill gives on the cross action to Travis Ross. He stumbles at the line of scrimmage, then dives ahead for a pickup of a yard, maybe 2.
Jarrett Jeffries, the defensive end for Lamar, was able to get him by the shoelace as positive yardage, bring up 2nd down and 8.
Ball placed down at the Lamar 37-yard line. 2nd down and long. Receivers split both right and left. Again, the backfield split behind Sturgill. Fake the handoff to Hill. Sturgill looking to throw. He's got a man wide open, and the pass is thrown too far in front, and Claus again could not come up with the diving reception. That time he had...
And he should have probably slowed down a little bit, set up, and threw it out there, and he would have had a big gain. But instead, incomplete, 3rd down and long.
3 receivers this time. Sturgill again looking to throw on 3rd down. Now he's forced out of the pocket, and he is hit and dropped for a loss back inside the 40-yard line. So that time the penetration of the Lamar Tiger defense got to the Cassville quarterback. Lost about 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up 4th down and 12.
That time he just blew past his man and was able to sack the quarterback, and Cassville again be forced to punt.
Stevens punts for the 2nd time in tonight's football game. Again, a nice kick. This one spiraling into the wind, fielded back at the 10-yard line. Tigers fake the handoff. Try to get to the right-hand sidelines. He turns the corner. He's across the 20, still breaking tackles. He gets past the last man, and he's down the sidelines. He'll go all the way. It's Courtney Roth. A near 90-yard punt return. We'll get the official stats here in a moment. And the Lamar Tigers break onto the scoreboard first with 5.5 left to go here in the first quarter.
After that, he was down the sidelines and some good key blocks, and he was gone for 95 yards. And Lamar jumps on top with 5.5 minutes to play in the first quarter, 6-0.
Brett Marty on to attempt the point after for the Lamar Tigers. Snap is back, the kick is up, and it's blocked. 4 black jerseys in there for the Cassville Wildcats. Block away the extra point attempt by Brett Marty.
Big special teams play by the Lamar Tigers, get them on the board first.
It's gone 4-6, and the Tigers lead it 6-0 here with 5.5 left to play in the first period. Zach Masterson back on to kick it off for the Tigers. Haddock back at his own 5-yard line, awaits the kick. This time a line drive kick. drives Haddock back near his own goal line. He feeds it about the 3. He's out across the 20, breaks a tackle, still looking for room, struggling to get out to the 25-yard line. He did not quite make it to the 25. They're going to spot it down at about the 23.
Nice tackle. And again, the Wildcats will start inside their own 30.
Boyle and Haddock, the receivers. Sturgill still in there at quarterback. Jones and Hill in the backfield. Sturgill looking to throw on first down. They're trying to set up the screen and cannot get the pass away. Sturgill is sacked for a big, big loss all the way back inside the 15-yard line. And now they're
the sack, a backup defensive lineman getting in there in good pressure. If it wouldn't have been him, it had been 2 others, as Lamar was all over Sturgill on that one.
Hill the lone back in the backfield. They send 3 receivers out wide to the left side. Sturgill flips the ball. It's intercepted at the 10-yard line and into the end zone. Touchdown by Jared Jeffries for the Lamar Tigers. That time they was going to try and run a little flare pass out to Hill, and Jeffries did a great job. Saw it coming all the way, come in from his left.
Off and score, and Jeffries was able to do so on that one and give his Tigers a 12-0 lead.
Now Lamar, after having their first kick blocked, they're going to line up to go for 2. They fake the handoff to Gardner. And they pass it, trying to get it to Jeffries. Pass quarter, the Lamar Tigers lead it by a score of 12-0. We'll take a commercial break and be back with the kickoff. You're listening to Big 8 Conference Football on KRLK.
Everyone at Wells Aluminum in Monette and Cassville.
The Tigers have struck twice here in the last minute and 11 seconds, and they lead it 12-0. Masterson kicks it off. It's a low line drive kick, bounces at the 25, fielded by Dustin Kloss. He runs back to the 20, now back up to the 25-yard line before he is finally spun down. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. They're going to give him forward progress out to the 26.
They did not score, but the special teams have scored once and the defense has scored once. And that's put the Wildcats in an early hole here tonight.
Shannon Haddock back at the quarterback for the Cassville Wildcats. He flips the ball into the hands of Mike Jones. Mike Jones still not brought down, but his forward progress was stopped. He gets it out to about the 27-yard line. Picks up maybe.
First down, but will bring up 2nd down and 9. Now Sturgill comes back in to the quarterback position.
And they send Boyle out wide to the left side, Cross out wide to the right. 1 back in the backfield. Sturgill in trouble, and he is hit and sacked again, as this time 2 Tigers was back in there to get the Cassville quarterback. Drops him all the way back near the 20-yard line. And right now the defensive line of the Lamar Tigers are owning the football game, as that is the 3rd sack of Sturgill.
In the ball game, expecting him to go back and pass, and right now the Wildcats need to find something that'll work against this Lamar defense, either the run or the pass. They just can't get anything going.
This time the Tigers a little bit too anxious as Van Gilder jumps in there and steps offside.
Coach Rader will do. He'll blitz a lot. He'll try to cause some havoc in the backfield and take chances, and that's what's been successful thus far in this game.
Henderson and Cross the receivers. Van Gilder again showing blitz up the middle. And another penalty flag comes out. And this time it appears that one of the Cassville Wildcats had a little bit of movement as they were
trying to blocking him. It just gets a little anxious. That's what happened that time, and they got caught. So a 5-yard penalty moves them back. 3rd down, 13.
Finally, they get the play off. Sturgill looking to throw down the sidelines. He's trying to get it to Shannon Haddock, and it is intercepted back at the Lamar 45-yard line by Zach Harris. He had Haddock.
It was overthrown a little bit, and he came down with the interception. 2nd interception of the ball game, and Lamar has the ball, leading 12-0.
1 receiver in the formation. Gardner and Tiemann in the backfield. Marty looking to throw on first down. Fires it complete into the hands of Tim Campbell, and it's good for a Tiger 1st down all the way into Cassville territory, down to the 47-yard line.
7 and a 1st down.
Picked up a good block that time by Brent Tiemann, his fullback, coming out of the backfield. Allowed Marty a little extra time, and now before the snap of the football, penalty flags come out from the right side. Both teams. It's time they send Forrest out wide to the left side. Again, it's Tiemann and Gardner in the backfield. Marty taking his time up at the line of scrimmage. Rolling Rolling out to the left side. There's no one on the corner. He'll take it himself. He's across midfield, across the 45. Still on his feet. He's inside the 30. Picks up a block at the 25-yard line. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Lamar Tigers. Nice job by Brent Marty as he got across the 30-yard line. He picked up a good block down about the 25. He cut it back inside. When he turned it back in, there was nothing but green between him and the goal line.
2 plays, taking only 46 seconds, and here late in the first quarter, it's been quick strikes for the Lamar Tigers on a punt return, then on an interception by the defensive end Jeffries. Returned it back for a touchdown, and now the big long run by Marty.
Now the kick by Marty. The snap is back. The kick is up, and it is good. Good, so Marty adds on the extra point. First kick was blocked, then they went for the 2-point conversion. Were unsuccessful as that, but now Marty adds the PAT, and that's coming against the Seneca Indians last week. But tonight the Tigers light up the Wildcats for 19 here in the first period of play. Masterson, again, a long kick, drives Haddock all the way back near his own goal line, fields it about the 1, picks up a block on the corner. He's across the 25, still on his feet, breaks a tackle. He's down the sidelines, one man to beat. He's all the way across the 45, out near midfield before finally being forced out of bounds. Special teams play is sparkling for both sides tonight. Is a great run back that time by Shannon Haddock.
Sagehorn, who saves 6 points for Lamar. Open field near midfield, knocked him out of bounds, and that's where the Wildcats will take over.
Cross and Boyle, the receivers, they give to the first man. It's Howard Hill as Haddock hands off to the fullback for the Wildcats. He's across the 50-yard line into Tiger territory. They'll spot it down at the Lamar 49.
Is the first quarter stats, they are negative yardage thus far in the game. They really need to get something going.
Clock inside 25 seconds and counting. They give the ball to Hill. He's across the 45, still on his feet, spins down to the Tiger 44-yard line, very close to the first down marker. It's going to come up about a half a yard short, and it'll bring up third down and less than a yard.
Good block by Danny Stouter.
At 0. We'll be back after this 60-second break with the second quarter. You're listening to Cassville Wildcat Football on KRLK.
Chris Finksky, Sammy Clapper, and Chris Witt back at Wildcat Stadium. Third down and less than a yard to go to open up the second quarter for Cassville. Haddock hands off to his fullback. That's Mike Jones, and he picks up the first down. He gets down to the 42-yard line, a pickup of 2. They only
in the second quarter.
Wildcats will send Austin Cross, split out wide to the right side, and Ryan Boyle split to the left side, split back behind Haddock. He hands inside to Howard Hill, and he is tripped up at the line of scrimmage and falls forward down to the 40-yard line. Someone able to get his shoelaces. It's back as it continues to blow from the south. Second down and 9. They'll run the option. Haddock goes to Jones. He tries to get the corner. A flag is thrown at the line of scrimmage, and good pursuit by Lamar Tigers as Michael Miller comes up from his cornerback position to make the stop at the 40, but let's hold everything and see what the flag is all about.
It was a good job by the Tiger defense stringing the play out to the sidelines, and Miller able to finish the play off before the Cassville running back could turn the corner.
And go for Cassville. Second penalty in the ball game for the Wildcats. Again, they'll go with the pro set. Haddock looking to throw, pressured again, looks to get it away, and is just able to do so as he is swarmed under, and it pass falls incomplete, well short of the intended receivers. Again, they tried to set up the screen play, but good pressure again by the Lamar defensive front. Brings up third down and a bundle for Cassville. On the passing situation, they'll send 3 receivers split out wide to the left side. Henderson, Cross, and Jones. The lone setback is Howard Hill. Again, the Lamar Tigers show blitz. They try to set up the screen, and Sturgill's not going to be able to get away, as again he is sacked in the backfield by Tyler Timmons all the way back to the 34-yard line, or now they'll move it up to the 35. A loss of another 6 yards will bring up
Sturgill. Sturgill just had to try and turn and run and get away from him, but could not elude the player for the Lamar Tigers.
And there's 2 receivers back deep for Lamar as the kick is away. Stevens end over end kick fielded at the 25 by Lamar. They will fake the reverse and keep it. With it is Scott Rice. He tries to turn the left corner, but this time he is buried by Dustin Kloss and Austin Cross as they make the stop back at the 20. The Lamar offense has touched the football in the game, and they have 3 touchdowns Their offense has only scored one of those three, as the defense has one and the special teams have one as well. Gardner behind Marty. He takes the ball on the handoff and he dances his way at the line of scrimmage, but then is gang tackled. He might have picked up one on the play. Very short yardage on first down will bring up second down and long.
TJ Warnke along with Mike.
High school action elsewhere tonight, as we always do, and this week we're highlighting the college scene of some great games coming up tomorrow afternoon. Second down and 9, lone setback again, or check it I formation behind Marty. They'll go to Gardner. This time he's got a little running room up across the 30, or up near the 30 as he backtracks a little bit. This time he gets a little bit of positive yardage. Pickup of 3 on the play. Still 6 yards shy of the first down, where it'll be third down. This time they'll have 3 receivers, 1 split to the left, 2 to the right, and behind Marty is Mark Gardner. Marty, 3-step drop, looks to throw, he's got a man open, it's complete across the middle to Zach Harris. He has the first down up near the 40-yard line to the 39. Pickup of 9 and a Lamar Tiger first down.
That time Harris came in from the right side, just went down about 3 or 4 yards and cut across the middle, and Marty with a nice pass.
So they move the chains and have it first and 10 at their own 39. Now they'll go back to double tight end set, lone receiver and I formation behind Marty. He hands to Gardner on the tray, and he's got some open ground. He's got the first down into Cassville territory, inside the 45 down to the 43. And that was Mark Gardner we saw a year ago, as he picks up 17 on the play and another Lamar first down.
Good job that time by Gardner. Looked like he was going to be.
This time they'll send a receiver split to the left side of the field, the short side of the field, with the ball on the left hash. I formation behind Brett Marty. He'll hand to his fullback Teeman this time, running the trap play inside, and he scrambles his way down inside the 40 down to the 37. Nice pickup on first down, is very little running room, but Teeman, who only stands 5'8", somehow found a hole and picked up nearly 7 yards to bring up second down and 3.
Nearly 8 yards on the carry.
Second down, we'll call it a short 4 to go, approaching the midway point of the second period. Lamar on top, 19-0. They'll run the option to the right side. Marty keeps it himself. He's got a blocker in front. He's got the first down inside the 30, down to the 27. Pickup of 10, and they'll pick up their 5th first down of the game. And another nice drive, or this time really their first drive that's been sustained in the ball game. They're really getting some big holes opened up by their big offense.
And Patel's name's been called several times already here in the first half.
They'll send a receiver split out wide to the left side. That's Nathan Forrest. High formation behind Marty, double tight end set. They'll hand to Gardner off tackle. Now he bounces it outside. He's inside the 25, inside the 20 now, and is very close to first down yardage. We'll have to wait and see where they mark it. And Sammy, that's if you're going to compare him to a runner in the NFL, I would probably compare him to Emmitt Smith, because he just bounces it outside very, very nonchalantly, doesn't think anything about it, and then when he turns the corner, he just powers over people. He's a very strong runner, and somehow he's always able to. Stadium, 5:57 left to play in the first half. Lamar leads at 19-0, and they are driving second down and 1 inside the Wildcat 20. They'll hand to Gardner. He is hit at the line of scrimmage, but powers his way forward down near the 15-yard line. And he will have another Lamar Tiger first down.
That time Ryan Boyle hit him about the 19, but Gardner able to keep the momentum going forward. Was able to get it all the way down to the 16-yard line.
After the punt by Cassville, and this is their 9th play upcoming. High formation behind Brett Marty. Lone receiver to the left. They'll hand inside to Teeman. A big hole up front. He's inside the 10. Now fights his way down near the 5-yard line. Brought down just shy of the first down at the 6. But a huge hole up right in the middle as they ran the trap play, and Teeman exploited it, picking up 9 yards.
John Case finally able to bring down and opening up some big holes across the offensive line.
Nathan Forrest again splits out to the left side. Teeman along with Gardner in the backfield. Handoff will go to Gardner. Oh, Marty keeps it himself on the bootleg. Fights his way near the goal line. Touchdown, Lamar. Brett Marty from 6 yards out. His 4th touchdown rushing of the season, the 2nd here this evening, and he puts Lamar Tigers up by a score of 25-0. Sammy, a 10-play was.
A great job by Marty that time, getting the ball into the end zone. Started to look like he was going to pitch the ball, but then he saw a little opening and dove from the 2, and he would not be denied and was able to break the plane and pick up the 6 points.
The extra point, snap back, ball up, down, ball up. It's high, it's long, and it is good. 4:47 left to play in the first half. Lamar now leads it 26-0. We'll be back with the conclusion of the first half after this commercial break. You're listening to Cassville Wildcat Football on KRLK. Special teams, and then an interception giving Lamar their 2nd touchdown. Now the Lamar offense has kicked it in with 2 touchdowns here in the, well, one in the closing parts of the first period, and then one here in the second. It's given them a commanding 26-0 lead. The kick is a bounder along the ground and fielded by a Wildcat up man, Dustin Kloss, at his own 32-yard line. He falls on it there. 1st and 10 from, we'll call it the 33, with 4.5 minutes to play. Haddock runs the option, and he is hit immediately in the backfield as blowing through the line was Chad McCullough, and that play barely got started before Haddock was dropped at the 31-yard line. He'll lose 2 on the play. 1-inch, 205-pound junior, and Haddock doesn't compare very well in size at 140 pounds. He'll roll to the, now it's Sturgill rolling to the left, looking to throw, and a pass intended for Jones, and a flag is thrown as the coverage a little too tight by Brandon Vaughn as he hit him before the pass got there, and the pass interference. That pressure inside by Lamar has just taken the 3-step drop out of play for Coach Joel Wells, and they're having to try to roll out and free their quarterback up and give him a little bit more time so he can throw the ball. They'll run the trap inside to the first man. That's Howard Hill, and he gets very short yardage up to the 47, so only a gain of 1 will bring up 2nd down and 9.
Placements for the Wildcats.
This time only 1 setback behind Chad Sturgill. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here comes the blitz. Sturgill looking throw, rolls to the right, still looking. Now he's hit, throws it up into the air, and it is intercepted as he was trying to get rid of the ball. He threw it underhanded, and a great interception, I believe, by Dusty Van Gilder at the Wildcat 39-yard line. And what a play by Van Gilder, and Sturgill nowhere to go, just trying to get rid of it, just could not do so, and Van Gilder in the right spot.
Pass, and Van Gilder with a diving interception over along the Tiger sidelines.
So Lamar has it again, already leading by 26. 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 39. They go inside to Tiemann, and he gets nowhere as the Wildcats sniffed that one out on 1st down. Mike Jones making the stop. No gain. Wildcats trying to buckle down and keep Lamar from scoring any more points here in the first half. New quarterback in the game as well. Pitches to Gardner on the sweep. He looks for running room. He gets a block. He gets down the sideline inside the 30-yard line. Out of bounds at the Wildcat 26. That's enough yardage for the 1st down. He'll pick up 13 on the play, and he does stop the clock with 2:02 left to play in the first half.
6 yards.
Michael Miller is the new quarterback, a 5'10", 155-pound junior. He's under center, takes a snap, sweep left side to Gardner, and he is hit in the backfield at the 30-yard line. Brian Boyle back there for Cassville will drop Gardner for a 5-yard loss and bring up 2nd down and 15.
So Boyle came in, 2nd down in a bundle now for the Tigers.
Forrest splits out to the left side. Again, they'll go double tight end set, I formation behind Miller. They'll go to Gardner. He gets through the line of scrimmage, still on his feet, breaks a tackle at the 25 to the 20. He's inside the 10, and he will walk in to the end zone, but hold everything. There's a flag on the ground back at the 33-yard line, and this touchdown will come back. The penalty called against the Lamar Tigers, but what a run by Mark Gardner as he broke a couple tackles and showed why he...
For the holding penalty on that play.
8 carries for 44 yards. And a 10-yard penalty on that one, called back. A nice touchdown run by Gardner. Second down in a bunch. Miller runs the option to the right side. He'll keep it himself. Gets inside the 40 down to the 37, where he dives forward. Pick up a 5 on the play. And it'll bring up third down and long, under a minute to play, with the clock moving here in the first half.
Nice tackle by John Case.
Run with it. That time the cornerback had the tailback all the way. Gardner was not going to get that pitch, but Miller made the right decision, was able to pick up 5. On third down long, Gardner's got the ball. He's got a big hole. He's inside the 25, down near the 20. He's going to be well short of the first down, about 5 or 6 yards shy, but a nice run on third down and long. And now a timeout, I believe, is called by Lamar, and we may see a long field goal attempt, or they may go for it here on 4th down and 5.
Kick and into that wind. I believe the Tigers are going to try and go for it here on 4th and 5, and that is the case as Miller is back into the football game for Lamar.
And they have Tiemann and Gardner in the backfield, 2 tight ends. They'll give it. Now they'll run the option. They give it to Gardner. He's got some running room with a man in front. He's got the first down inside the 15, inside the 10, 5, and no signal as he is pushed out of bounds inside the 5 at about the 2. And a slow developing play, but Gardner just waited for his blocking, and he received it. And he gets all the way down inside the 5-yard line to about the 1.
Room. What the Tigers really needed was the 1st and 10. He was still about a yard behind that and was looking for a hole, and he found it along the sidelines.
1st and goal from the 1, and into the end zone is Tiemann with the touchdown. From 1 yard out, actually we'll call it 2 yards out, Tiemann goes in. A 7-play, 39-yard drive by Brent Tiemann. And Lamar goes on top by a score of 32-0, and Marty in to try the extra point. Snap back, ball down, kick up, it's high, it's long. It is good. So with 18 seconds left to play in the first half, Marty makes our score Lamar 33 and the Cassville Wildcats nothing with 18 seconds left to play. And
has got the Wildcats reeling here this evening. And now here they lead it by, trail it by 33 just before the end of the second quarter.
And the kick is away. It's a low end-over-end kick fielded by Haddock at his own 10-yard line. He brings up the left side. He's got some running room up past the 30, past the 35 to the 40. Finally brought down at the 43, but a flag is thrown on the far side of the field. And this may be a clipping penalty, and that is the case against Cassville. So, and it appears they will not get a play off, and that will do it for the first quarter. No signal yet, and they do get the play off as they hand inside to Hill, and he gets up to the 25-yard line, and that will do it for the first half of play. With our score, Lamar Tigers 33, Cassville Wildcats nothing. We'll be back with our halftime show after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Big 8 Conference Football on KRLK.
And Lane Recliners and Zenith and RC
with a Tuesday noon deadline each week. The Berry County Advertiser, covering Berry County for over 30 years. Classified ad deadline is this Tuesday at noon.
To start the second half, the Wildcats will be kicking off, going from right to left. And Boyle boots it away from the 40-yard line. We're underway here in the second half. Fielded up by an up back by the Lamar Tigers, and he brings it right up middle of the field to the 30, up to the 32. And that's where Lamar will take over 1st and 10 to start quarter number 3.
It was Courtney Roth on the run back for the Lamar Tigers. He's already scored 1 touchdown yard line, so the Tigers starting with decent field position here to start the second half.
And Miller, or check it, Marty will start the second half at the quarterback position. New tailback in there, but they'll give to the fullback. That's Tiemann, and he bounces it outside and finally run down. He got nowhere on the play, but he broke 1 tackle and tried to get to the outside.
The Cassville Wildcats.
The new tailback for Lamar is Brandon Vaughn, a 155-pound junior, replacing Mark Gardner in the lineup here in the second half. Handoff goes to Vaughn, off tackle on the left side. He dances away now inside across the 35 up to the 37. Pickup of 6 on the play. He's going to be 5 yards shy of the first down, where it'll be third down.
Coach Rader.
Future along with Vaughn, probably 1 year from now, along with Britt Tiemann will be back as well. So a lot of running backs back next year for Coach Rader. This play on third down, Marty will keep it himself on the bootleg to the short side of the field, gets across the 40 to about the 42, but he's going to be a yard or two short of the first down, and it'll be fourth down. We'll call it 1, and we'll see what Lamar.
Momentum back on the Cassville side of the football field, so here's they're going to punt it away, and Dustin Kloss will drop back for the Cassville Wildcats.
Marty under center now drops back and stands inside his own 30. The snap is a good one. The kick is away. It's a high kick. The wind will knock this one down. Then it hits a Lamar player, or did it hit a Cassville player? It appears it might have hit a Cassville player and picked up by Lamar. There's no signal yet. There's a beanbag down at the 34. There's a flag at the 36, and there's a hat down at the 26. So something has gone awry with this play. The official didn't even signal it by Cassville, so obviously it did hit the returner back there, one of the Wildcats, and Lamar takes over at their own 26, and here goes the running back inside the 10. Again, that's Vaughn, the tailback, inside the 5-yard line, and he had a huge hole on the left side. He'll pick up about 17 yards on the play, and it's first and goal Lamar, and big turn of events.
Was racing for the end zone. So play kind of cut everyone off guard, but the Tigers get good yardage out of it, and they're knocking on the door again here with 8:52 play.
First and goal from the 4. They go to Vaughn, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Brandon Vaughn, 155-pound junior, goes in from 4 yards out. That turns out to be a 6-play, and it takes 3 minutes and 12 seconds, capped off by that 4-yard touchdown run by Brandon Vaughn, and Marty on to try the extra point. And now we're over the 35-point margin, so the clock will continue to run. The snap is a good one. The kick is a wobbler and is no good, wide to the right side. So our score remains Lamar 39, Cassville nothing, with 8:48 left to play in the third. We'll take a quick commercial break. You're listening to Wildcat Football on KRLK.
At Berry
do the Wildcats need to do? Not obviously they're out of this one now, but what do they need to do the rest of the way out to try to get themselves back going in the right direction? The last 7 quarters or so have not gone well for Cassville.
Goes back to what Coach Wells talked about in the pregame show. They're going to have to try and get the offense back in gear and establish some type of offensive play and put some points on the board.
On the kickoff return, Henderson brings it all the way out to the 39, so they will get good starting field position on this drive.
They've only scored 1 touchdown, as you said, in the last 7 quarters, and that comes.
So, they've had a real rough time on the offensive side of the ball, and before that they had a better offensive game against Carl Junction, but still they haven't been able to perform since week number 1. The handoff goes to Howard Hill, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Bring up second down and 10. And again, the clock will continue to run on it.
Election from a year ago, and on the stop for the Lamar Tigers. He'll get a break and go out of the football game as substitutions coming in for Lamar on both sides of the football.
Second down 10. Sturgill, 3-step drop. Here comes the blitz, and he is hit again, as this time it was Brian O'Sullivan, a 210-pound junior, blitzing from the middle linebacker position to drop Sturgill for about a 3-yard loss, and it'll bring up third down and long. Third down and long for Cassville. Here comes the reverse. It goes to Henderson, and he fumbles it, and Lamar is right there to pick it up, and Tyler Timmons falls on the loose ball. They were running the option to left side, and Henderson came around on the reverse from his flanker position. Second timeout as well with 6:10 left to play in the third quarter. It's all Lamar. You're listening to Cassville Wildcat Football on KRLK.
These days, everyone is looking for a good, solid value. Well, providing value for your money has been a tradition with Cooper for over 75 years. So if you're looking for truck tires,
4x4 cab and chassis work trucks, they're arriving daily and they've lowered the prices on existing 95 models. At Jim Nesbitt Ford Mercury, they have what you're looking for, whether it's a DI turbo diesel or a 460 gas engine. So stop by and check out the great selection of new F350 and F250 Ford pickup trucks at Jim Nesbitt Ford Mercury, your Ford truck headquarters.
And he's doing in Big 8 conference play. It's second down and 13. On first down, Lamar lost 3 yards. On second down, they pitch it to Brandon Vaughn on the sweep on the right side. Takes it inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line. So he'll pick up the 3 they lost on first down plus 2 more and bring up third down. And we'll call it.
Tigers putting in substitutions on the offensive side of the football. Miller nearly handed it off to one of the Cassville players as he got in the backfield for the loss, but Vaughn able to pick it back up, and it's third down and 9.
Miller under center, takes a snap, pitches to Vaughn on the left side. He breaks one tackle and fights his way for yardage down near the 25. He will be short of the first down, but a flag is thrown, and that's one of the things that'll stop the clock.
Penalty flag coming in late, and it's going to be a clipping call against Lamar.
We get anything going offensively, and Lamar has been very impressive in all facets of the ball game. Third down and long, they'll run the sweep to Vaughn. He turns the corner. He's at the 40, the 35 to the 30, breaks a tackle at the 25, still on his feet, finally brought down at the 20-yard line. He's going to come up a yard shy of the first down as he picks up 21 on the play, and nice speed by the junior running back.
Case and Claus, they'd made the mistake of not wrapping up after making contact.
And now Miller under the guard instead of center as he takes the snap now from the center and pitches to Vaughn, and he picks up the first down on the sweep on the left side, gets down inside the 15 near the 10. We'll call it, went under his left guard instead of the center who just had one man to his right. So a little embarrassment, but he was able to get the play off and pick up the first down. And on first down, they hand to a new running back. That's Bryce Carruthers, a 175-pound junior who's knocked down at the line of scrimmage, and in fact, he'll lose about a half.
In front of him, was able to slice in and cut off the Lamar Tiger running back before he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, they'll go unbalanced line. The pitch comes to Vaughn, sweep to the right side. He tries to turn the corner, and this time he's going to go nowhere as he is hit at the 11-yard line. Nice tackle on the outside by Tyrell Sturgill, and he's just a freshman, but he did a nice job of fending off a blocker. We'll call it 8 to go for Lamar. They need to get to inside the 3 for a first down. The high formation behind Miller. He'll hand on the lead play to the tailback Vaughn, and he gets inside the 10 down near the 7, and he's going to be about 5 yards shy of the
down at about the 6-yard line, and another 4th down and 5 play coming up for the Tigers.
8th play of the drive, and this is a nice looking drive for some of the backups. On the 4th down, Miller will keep it on the play action, trying to run the bootleg, cuts it inside, spins and fights his way down close to first down yardage. We'll see where they mark the ball. It's tough from our vantage point to see whether or not he did pick it up. And he's going to be about a half a yard shy or so. They're not even going to be.
Ballesteros says he did not play well during the Ryder Cup play, but they come away with the win. And very emotional for him, and it'll be interesting to see if he's still able to play when it's in his home country.
First down and 10 for Cassville. New quarterback is Terrell Sturgill, and nice pickup on first down as he pitches to one of his setbacks behind him for a gain of close to 10 yards.
Wildcats.
As we start the 4th quarter of play, the Cassville Wildcats have it second down and less than a yard to go. And Travis Ross carries on the second down play, gets it all the way out across the 25-yard line near the 26-yard line of the Wildcats and picks up
for the Wildcats. And they're trying to get something going. They started this back at their own 4. Now they have a little bit of breathing room up to the 26.
Sturgill rolling out to his right side, fires a pass incomplete over the head of Dustin Kloss, and then Kloss takes a nasty lick from Zach Masterson after the pass was thrown over his head. So it'll bring up second down and 10 now, just under here.
If not towards district time, and we haven't heard anything in a couple weeks regarding that. But Sturgill is in his senior season. They're looking for someone for the future.
Tyrell Sturgill's second down pass play incomplete as it goes over the head of intended receiver Chris Henderson, and a penalty flag comes in way late after the ball had already hit the ground. Coach Rader having a discussion with the officials on the far sidelines, and
tackle trying to time it perfectly, and they throw the flag on him. Tough break for Lamar, but a good break for the Wildcats, who will get a 1st and 10.
Tyrell Sturgill pitches the ball outside to Travis Ross, trying to get to the sidelines, able to struggle forward for a gain of 1, maybe 2. Gets it out to the 43-yard line. Picks up.
Chicago eliminated in an incident happening that we'll talk about after this play, but a very interesting incident occurring in the game which finished Chicago's season.
They pitched the ball to Howard Hill. He turns the corner. He's across midfield into Tiger territory, still on his feet. Struggles ahead down near the 45-yard line of the Tigers before he is finally brought down and picks up another 1st down for the Cassville Wildcats. So the Wildcat offense finally starting to move the football a little bit.
Gain which eliminated Chicago, and he was charged not by an opposing player, but one of the Chicago faithful. And there's fans for you charging the mound after you lose a ball game.
On 1st and 10, they give the ball to Jones. He rumbles his way down inside the 35, all the way down to the Tiger 30. Picks up 15 more yards and another 1st down for the Wildcat offense.
And that time, they're trying to knock this drive down quickly here as Cassville starting to drive the ball.
They give the ball to the second man through, Mike Jones. He's across the 30-yard line down to about the 29. Picks up 1 yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Yeah, you look at the baseball games, you know, fans will throw
up, and he would have probably taken this guy down. He was giving up about 50 pounds to Randy Myers. I think it was going to be all Myers in a one-on-one match.
Tyrell Sturgill rolling out to the right side. Big hit laid on the Cassville quarterback, but he delivers the football into the hands of Claus. Claus breaks the tackle to the 15, down the sidelines, fumbles the ball at the 5, and it rolls out of bounds at the 1. But Tyrell Sturgill down on the turf after he took a big attic of Tyrell Sturgill right now as he's shaking it off along the sidelines. Wildcats have it. 1st and goal from the 2. Gives to the first man through. That is Jones. Or check that, a new fullback. It was Bussman in the ball game. Not 22, but 33, as now Jones comes back into the lineup.
And Buddy was able to shake it off. And
they said, stay down, stay down. 2nd down and goal from the half-yard line. They give us to the first man through. He's into the end zone, touchdown. So the Wildcats avoid the shutout. The ball carrier was Mike Jones as he dives into the end zone with 6:44 left.
Now they will go for the 2-point conversion. Now we're under the 35-point margin, so the clock will stop as in normal play.
Chad Sturgill pitches the ball to Bussman, trying to get to the corner end zone. He does. Bob Bussman sneaks into the right-hand corner to add the 2-point conversion. That makes our score Lamar 39, Cassville 8, 6:44 left to play in the football game. Back in
14, and an exciting one in Monette. East Newton 14, Monette 14.
6:44 left to play in this one. The Cassville Wildcats trailing Lamar Tigers 39-8 as they have just scored to cut the margin back under the 35-point rule, so the clock will stop for all necessary plays here the remainder of the football game unless the Tigers can put it back up and score again. On the return, they get it back out near the 30-yard line. They're going to give him progress out to about the 31. And that's where they'll take over.
Somehow still able to make the play. Good special teams player. That's Howard Hill.
Courtney Roth now in at the quarterback position for the Lamar Tigers. Wildcats showing blitz. They give to the first man through. He breaks a big hole up the middle, still on his feet. He's across midfield into Cassville territory all the way down to the 46-yard line. Penalty flag way back at the Lamar 35. The ball carrier was... We do not. Yes, we do. He's the foreign exchange student for the Lamar Tigers. Antti Virtanen was the ball carrier, seen at yard line where it'll be 1st down and 15.
And where is he from? Was that? Do you know, or did he mention?
Finland. I want to say Finland, and I think that's where it is.
You want to say Finland? So
yes.
you will say Finland.
That's exactly right.
So to 2-0 as they played 3 non-conference games to start the season. So Mount Vernon much improved from a year ago, trying to move their Big 8 mark to 2-0 and set right on top with Seneca.
Roth takes the handoff, gives it to the first man. That's Vertinen. He tries to get it around the left-hand corner. Finds about 4 or 5 black jerseys over there, led by T.J. Warnke. He's dropped.
And the other conference game, Aurora taking on Carl Junction. That game to be played at CJ.
This time they give the ball to the second man. That is Bryce Carruthers. Takes it over right tackle, runs into one of his own blockers, gets across the 35 out near the 40-yard line. Says knee touchdown back at the 38, so it's a gain of better than 10 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 5 now with 4.5.
Mainly the first team defensive squad in there, but some of the backups getting some playing time here late in the 4th quarter for the Wildcats.
Again, one receiver in the formation for the Tigers. Again, they give the ball to Carruthers. He's met at the line of scrimmage and driven back for no gain on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 5 now for Lamar. It's a cap.
With the backup players in there, now the second team will drop back to punt. New punter in for the Lamar Tigers.
Courtney Roth to kick it away for Lamar. It's a low snap, gets away a nice kick as no one dropped deep for the Cassville Wildcats. Bounces at the 20-yard line, still rolling down at the 5 where it's finally blown dead. So ends up being an excellent kick for Roth. Had pretty good air underneath it and then got a great roll, got about a
territory. They started at the 4 the last time. This time they'll start nearly the same spot.
Chad Sturgill at quarterback for the Wildcats. I formation in the backfield. He gives it the second man through. That's Travis Ross. He's out across the 10-yard line, out near the 15. Finally brought down from behind at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Have a little bit of success. Maybe they can get some of their confidence going and take something positive into next week's game against Mount Vernon.
Sturgill looking to throw on 2nd down. He has Ryan Boyle behind the secondary, and it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver out at the 40-yard line. The wind kind of held that one up a little bit. Boyle, they wanted to in the first 2 quarters of play here tonight from Cassville. But as you said, the big game coming up in the Big 8 Conference right now is looking down the road to that Seneca East Newton game. If the Patriots can hang on and they come away with a victory tonight against the Monette Cubs, that'll set up a big conference game between the Indians and the Patriots.
And right now, East Newton and Monette tied at 14, and Monette, I'm sure, playing with a lot of emotion tonight, playing homecoming tonight and wanting to win one. And so that's not a good sign, as he's has some people helping him, and it looks like he's favoring one of his legs, and it could be either an ankle or a knee, and we'll have to wait for a report.
Yeah, they had a lot of time working with him out on the field, and I saw Bob Bussman overtaking some snaps, so immediately I knew it was Sturgill before I even saw it.
And 10 from their own 20-yard line.
So both Sturgills finding the quarterback position rough tonight, as Tyrell Sturgill shaken up earlier, and now Chad Sturgill being helped off the field. It's Bob Bussman at the quarterback now for the Cassville Wildcats. Bussman, also a freshman. He gives it the first man. He takes it over the right side, gets it out near the 20. Clock continues to run with 1.5 minutes left to play in the 4th quarter. Boyle goes wide to the left side, cross out wide to the right side. Pitches the ball to Travis Ross. Ross turns the corner. He's across the 25. He's got running room. He's across the 40. Hurdles over a defender all the way out to the 45, 46-yard line. Picks up another big first down for the Wildcats.
For a couple extra yards, sacrificing his body, and another Wildcat first down. They approach midfield in the closing minutes of the game.
Hill alone back in the backfield. 3 receivers in the formation. We see another quarterback, Chris Henderson, rolls out to the right side, fires a pass in and out of the hands of Dustin Kloss. And again, Kloss having trouble finding the handle on the football. Makes his third.
With the hurry-up offense.
They split the backfield this time. Send receivers both right and left. Henderson rolling to the left side, throws back across his body. It's complete to Mike Jones. He's out near midfield before finally running out of bounds. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards. Clock now under 1 minute left to play in the football game. They'll spot him down.
One close to the sideline gave the continue the clock to run signal, and so be it.
Henderson this time rolls the opposite direction to the right side, being harassed from behind by Steve Slinker, and he throws the pass incomplete at the feet of Austin Cross.
Cassville will drop to 0-4 in conference play, 1-4 overall.
Henderson this time drops straight back, then rolls to the right, lobs a pass down. It's complete to Austin Cross at the 30. He's around one defender, down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. That time Cross saw the pass was underthrown, came back to his quarterback, helped him out, came up with a nice reception, picked up a few yards after the catch. It's 1st and 10 Cassville from the Lamar Tiger 24-yard line. 18 seconds left to play. Wildcats trying to get another touchdown before time runs out. Henderson, straight drop, fires it down the sidelines. He's got Boyle down inside the 10. Boyle breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Cassville. No flags on the play. Nice play from Henderson to
9-2-14, and Cassville will go for the 2-point conversion.
Henderson under center, has Howard Hill alone in the backfield behind him. Rolls to the right side under pressure from Slinker, and he will not get the play away as he chucks one up in the air, trying to get it back towards the center of the field, but it falls incomplete, and the score remains Lamar 39, Cassville 14. So the Wildcats go to the air this time, able to pick up some huge hunks of real estate.
The wind blows it off the tee again, so they'll have to re-tee it up.
Dustin Thompson to kick it away, another freshman, seeing some playing time here tonight for the Cassville Wildcats, and nice job by Coach Wells to get some of the younger players in here tonight as the game got out of hand in the 3rd quarter. Thompson approaches the ball, kicks it up in the air. It's hit by one of the up men and then fielded by the secondary line just across the 40-yard line down at the Tiger 41. And the final 7 seconds tick off the clock, and that'll do it. The Lamar Tigers improve to 3-2 on the season, 3-2 in the Big 8 Conference as they defeat the Cassville Wildcats by a score of 39-14. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the postgame show. You've been listening to Big 8 Conference football on KRLK.
Not so complicated.